श्लोक। ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। As an introduction to the third chapter, we are seeing the discussion on the topic Purva, and the topic Jnana Karma Samuchaya. Purva Pakshi, the Vritikara, advocating Jnana Karma Samuchaya, and we, the Vedanti, don't accept, and Bhashyakara, dismissing the objection or the contention of the Purva Pakshi, which is Jnana Karma Samuchaya. Karma is required along with Jnanam for moksha. Akritaha mokshaha kritena karmana na bhavati. Moksha is not a product. It is not a karya. It is not something to be created. something to be produced by action. And we saw action can do only the fourth thing: utpadya, vikarya, samskarya. So apya iti, only four things the action can do. Moksha doesn't come any of those things. Therefore, akaryatvat mumukshoho mumukshoho for mokshasya mumukshoho karma anarthakyam. It is karma is anarthakyam. It has no purpose. It is irrelevant. It is irrelevant for the mumukshu, for moksha, for gaining moksha. Iti Bhashyakara stated. Now, there is an akshepa from the Purva Pakshi taking the Pratyavaya, taking the Pratyavaya topic, the Purva Pakshi argues. So, raising objection, raising an objection, and the famous the view what the Purva Pakshi generally present, particularly this Karmata, the Mimamsaka, they present this Pratyavaya, topic, Pratyavaya objection, Pratyavaya Akshepa. That is the topic for which the subject of discussion, the Akshepa, the objection is this Pratyavaya. The Pratyavaya meaning it's a papa. It's a papa. Pratyavaya is a technical word. It stands for the papam, special papam, Pratyavaya papam. So therefore, the Purva Pakshi here insisting on karma, and has got a point to say this Pratyavaya, which the Mimamsaka generally they advocate this idea, the idea of Pratyavaya, and therefore the karma should be continued after Jnana. So therefore he raises an objection. We will read that Akshepa. Nityani Pratyavaya Pariharartham
Nityani Pratyavaya Pariharartham
Anušteyani iti chet.
Anušteyani iti chet.
The last class I gave an introduction to what Pratyavaya is. Pratyavaya is a type of papam. No, not doing what is to be done. That invites this papam called Pratyavaya. Punya papam, we know they are karma pala. Punya is the result of your good karma. So the invisible favorable result of the karma, what you have done in the past, that is called punya. Similarly, the invisible unfavorable result, undesirable result of your karma, that is called papam. So punya papa or karma pala. Punyam is karma pala. Papam is karma pala. Now, not doing brings papam. Not doing, no karma. No karma, but it brings papam. So that is what the Purva Pakshi says. Not doing what? Not doing nitya karma. The mandatory karma. The nitya karma. Nitya means that should be done. That should not be avoided. Nitya karma. Nitya karma also means the daily karma, the pratidina karma, whatever the Vedic karma, Sandhya Vandanadi karma, they are nitya karma, Agnihotra karma, etc. More than that, we can take the meaning of this mandatory, that must be done. The karmas those which are prescribed by the Shastram should be done. Those karma. Nityani karmani. Yadi na kritam chet. Kim bhavati pratyavaya papam bhavati. That is what the Purva Pakshi says. This Nitya karmani should be performed. For what? Pratyavaya pariharartam anushteyani iti chet. If this is the objection, what? Nitya karma should be performed for the parihara, for avoiding pratyavaya papam iti chet. So, if you don't do nitya karma, that will create papam. Karma is not required for moksha, but if you don't do, that brings you papam. So, you don't have to consider karma for moksha. Fine, Purva Pakshi says, but still you have to do karma. Why? To avoid papam. Therefore, suppose if I don't do karma, let pratyavaya papa comes, then so what? If pratyavaya papam is there, then that becomes a pratibandha. That becomes an obstacle to jnanam and therefore moksha. So it becomes an obstacle. If moksha is a goal and there are obstacles on the way, therefore obstacles have to be removed. Those obstacles can be removed only by the observance of this nitya karma. Agnihotradi karma, nitya karma. Yavat jivam agnihotram juguhyat. Shruti vakyam is there. So this compulsory sandhya vandanadi, this agnihotradi karma to be done. These karmas, nitya karma, do not produce result according to Purva Pakshi. According to Purva Pakshi, the Mimamsakas also, for them, this punya karma do not produce this karma do not produce any punya phala. But we don't accept that. But Bhashyakara doesn't dismiss pratyavaya papam in the beginning, because we have another argument, a simpler argument by which we can dismiss. Therefore, he doesn't use that astra. That astra he keeps it for future use. If we can kill the opponent with a needle, why do we need a sword? Small needle is sufficient. Therefore, the Bhashyakara doesn't dismiss this pratyavaya papam in the middle, in the beginning. In the beginning, he doesn't dismiss. As though it is a taking that, accepting that as though it is there, he argues. Then after that, he will dismiss. There is no pratyavaya papam. That is what we are going to see. According to Siddhanti, that is Vedantis, this karma, nitya karma produces punyam. Punyam, chitta shuddhi. That is why we talk about karma yoga. Karma yoga is for what? Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye. Chittasya karma chittasya shuddhaye bhavati. Natu vastupalabdhaye. So chitta shuddhi is the palam, the karma palam, nitya karma, observing the nitya, naimittika, and this karma yoga. Karma yoga is for chitta shuddhi. Therefore, a mumukshu wanting to gain moksha, he must do this nityani karmani to avoid pratyavaya pariharartam, for avoiding this papam, special papam called pratyavayam iti chet. If this is the stand argument, then what is your answer? Iti Purva Pakshi asked. Then for that Bhashyakara says, Samadhanam, we will read. Na asanyasi vishayatvat pratyavaya praptehe.
असन्यासी विषयत्वात् प्रत्यवाय प्राप्तेः
No, it is not correct. Your contention, your view is not correct. Your view that this sannyasi, the sannyasis, they do not do karma. So your view that not doing karma, that is sannyasis, they are not supposed to do karma because they have given up karma. Because they are not doing karma, therefore they will have papa. That is not correct. Sannyasi vishayatvat pratyavaya praptehe. Akarane pratyavayaha. Not doing a karma, nitya karma, not doing what you are supposed to do, that omission of karma brings in pratyavaya. Akarane pratyavaya papaha. Pratyavaya papam. Akarane pratyavayaha iti vakyam. There's a vakyam statement is there. So Bhashyakara here says asanyasi vishayatva. It is not for the sannyasi. Sannyasi do not do in sannyasi doesn't do any karma. What karma a sannyasi does? Sannyasi is called niragnihi. In fact, he is not supposed to even cook. So they don't perform any karma. Ritually, they have given up the karma. So it is not for the sannyasi. Then for whom the karmas are? It is for the grihastha and for brahmachari. More than brahmachari, it is for the grihastha. So those who are not sannyasa, to say they will have they will have pratyavaya papa. That is, those who are not sannyasis, they will have pratyavaya papam. It is fine, according to you. The pratyavaya papam is there. Those who are not sannyasis, that is grihasthas, they will have pratyavaya papam. That is fine. But sannyasi cannot do agnihotra karma. For doing agnihotra karma, the first qualification, the person should be married and wife should be there. Then only he can do. Sannyasi, he has given up everything. He is not qualified, in fact. He is not qualified for doing agnihotra karma. The qualification for doing agnihotra karma is he must be married and wife must be there. And the agni, what he has kindled in the fire during marriage, that same agni, it is preserved till the end, till the antyeshti karma, the agni is preserved, is antyeshti. Till the end of his life, the agni has to be preserved, and the same agni is used for his antyeshti karma, the last ceremonial rites. That is why, since sannyasi, they don't have this agni, and that's why they are not cremated. They are sannyasi. Generally, when they die, they don't cremate because agni is required. That is why they just do jala samadhi, drop in the punya nadi, because agni is required. And agni only grihastha, they are maintaining that agni. So therefore, to say that sannyasi will incur pratyavaya papam, it's not that, because it is asanyasi vishayatva. It is asanyasi. Sannyasi are not adhikari. They are anadhikari for agnihotrati karma. Who is adhikari? Grihastha. For sandhyavandanadi karma, agnihotra, etc., for that, grihastha is adhikari. And brahmachari is adhikari only for sandhyavandana karma. Sandhyavandanadi, then Samita Danam, those karma, only for that he is an adhikari. He is not adhikari for doing agnihotra karma. Therefore, there is adhikari veda. What a brahmachari does, does, that sannyasi cannot do. What a grihastha does, that a sannyasi cannot do. What the grihastha does, that a brahmachari cannot do. Brahmachari cannot do Agnihotra karma. Therefore, there are certain qualification, the qualifications required. Unless the person is qualified, he cannot do certain karma. So adhikari vedaha asti. Similarly, the varnashrama, this brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, shudra, they also cannot do any karma what they like. They are also adhikari. Veda is what a brahmana can do, that a kshatriya cannot do, or vaishya cannot do, or a shudra cannot do. Similarly, what kshatriya can do, that a brahmana cannot do, other varnas cannot do. Kshatriya is the rulers. The rulers can only do Rajasuya Yajna, Ashwamedha Yajna and all. They only can do. For doing Ashwamedha Yajna, Rajasuya Yajna, etc., you need to have a kingdom. Brahmana doesn't have, so he cannot do that. Only the Kshatriya, Raja, he has got the eligibility to do Adhikaritvam Asti. So, therefore, Brahmana and other Varnas cannot do that. But there are other karmas by which they can get the same result as what the Kshatriya gets by doing this Ashwamedha Yajna. Like Upasana. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad in the beginning itself, this Ashwamedha Upasana is given, Ashwa Upasana. That Upasana a Brahmana can do. It doesn't require any material and you don't have to be a king also. So meditation on Ashwa. And that gives the palam as equivalent to the karma done by a king. Ashwamedha karma, yajna, done by a king. So therefore, adhikari differences are there. So therefore, since adhikari veda is there, therefore, only if the person is qualified to do something, and if he's not doing, then only he can be punished, or he will get papam. If he is not qualified, in the beginning, then what to talk about the person getting the papam? Then why should we punish the person for what is not an adhikari? So what is one not supposed to do? That if the person will not be punished for not doing, because he is not an adhikari. So only when he does omission of his karma, then only the person can be penalized, can incur papa. Only when he is qualified to do something, and if he doesn't do because of negligence, pramada, then the person can be penalized. But if he is not supposed to do, and you penalize for not doing, that is not fair. Those who are eligible for paying the tax, you have got a luxury car, like the recent actors, they have got luxury car, 15 crore, 9 crores luxury car, they have to pay tax. You cannot ask the tax from a person who is going by a cycle. So that is not an adhikari. Adhikari Veda is the same thing here also. For Agnihotra, Adhikarma, Grihastha is qualified. If the Grihastha doesn't do, they will have Pratyavaya dosha, Pratyavaya papa. But the sannyasi is exempted from all the karma. Therefore, if he doesn't do, he will not get papam. he should not be penalized. He will not get papam. Therefore, pratyavaya praptehe. Pratyavaya praptehe, for the gaining of this pratyavaya papa, it is asanyasi vishayatva. It is asanyasi. It is for this pratyavaya papa is not for the sannyasi. So sannyasis are free from performing this nitya karma, this obligatory, mandatory karma. Therefore, not doing them will not attract any papam. Will not attract any papam. This is the Sangraha Vakya. Bhashyakara presents in a very brief sentence. Now the same thing he will elaborate. We will read the next time. Nahi
Nahi
Agni Karyadi Akaranat
Agnikaryaadi
Karnaat
Sannyasinah
Sannyasinaha
Sannyasinaha
Pratyavayah Kalpayitum Shakyah
Pratyavayah
Itum
Kalpayitum
Shakyah
Shakyah
Yata Brahmacharinam
Yatha
Brahmacharinam
Asanyasinah
Asanyasinam
Karminam.
Api
Api Karminam.
Veda being a pramanam, so performing the karma prescribed by the Veda, as long as one lives in the world, it's all fine to be done. But done by whom? Should be done by whom? The Adhikar. The Bhashyakara, first it takes the sannyasi and argues it is asanyasi vishaya. Therefore, pratyavaya papam, how it will come? No. The same thing he extends for the other ashrama also. Same thing is extending. Nahi agni karyadi akaranat sannyasinah pratyavayah kalpayitum shakyah na shakyah. Agni karyadi akaranat, on not doing, on account of not doing, not observing, not performing of agni karya, pratyavaya papa kalpayitum na shakyah, not possible to imagine the pratyavaya papa for whom? Sannyasinah. So sannyasinah pratyavayah kalpayitum na shakyah. Why? Agni karyadi akaranat, for not doing agni karma, because he is not adhikari, because he doesn't do the agni karma, he will have pratyavaya iti. You cannot even imagine. Kalpayitam na shakyah. So, in fact, if they do, they may get papa, because they are given up karma, and if they do, they are not supposed to do. They are exempted. Therefore, there is no pratyavaya. There is no pratyavaya papa for sannyasi. So sannyasis are not qualified for doing agni karma, agni karma. Therefore, they will not incur papa. Yatha, similarly, brahmachari also cannot do agni karma. Brahmachari also not qualified, anadhikari. So brahmachari cannot do, sannyasi cannot do, only grihasthas are adhikari, they only can do agnihotradi karma. Therefore, brahmachari will get pratyavaya papam, sannyasi will get pratyavaya papam. Iti, your contention not correct. Yatha brahmacharinam asanyasinam is not a sannyasi. Brahmachari asanyasinam api karminam. So brahmachari asanyasinam karminam, even karmis. This is not only for brahmachari, even and brahmachari and sannyasi, even for karmi. If they are not adhikari, they will not get papa. They are not supposed to do. They will not, therefore they will not do, and they will not get pratyavaya papa. So Yatha brahmacharina asanyasina. Just as brahmachari, the same. Agni karyadi akaranat pratyavaya papah kalpayitum na shakyah. Brahmacharinam api karminam, even for karmi, other people also. Vanaprastha is there, so they also have. They cannot do Agnihotra Karma because they are in Vanaprastha, so they also are exempted. They are not adhikari. So this argument is called Abhyupagamavada, accepting the contention of the Purva Pakshi and arguing. We don't accept, we don't buy the idea of Pratyavaya Papam, this concept, we don't accept Akarane Pratyavayaha. So therefore, as though it is there, as though it is accepted and it is dismissed. That's called Abhyupagamavada. So therefore, since adhikaritvam is not there for sannyasi, brahmachari, therefore they will not get pratyavaya papam. So those who are adhikari, they may get pratyavaya papam. Therefore, pratyavaya papam, it's not for all the people. So that is the first point. So therefore, akarane pratyavayaha, the general statement is not valid. You have to add a word. What? Adhikari. Yadi adhikari this krityam karma na karoti chet pratyavaya papam bhavati. Akarane pratyavaya, that is fine. So you cannot universally say. Universally for all the people, you cannot say. That is the first point. Now the Bhashyakara continues. Na tavat
न
तावत्
anityanam karmanam
अनित्यानां
कर्मणां
sorry, na tavat nityanam karmanam
न
न तावत्
नित्यानां
नित्यानां कर्मणाम्
abhavat eva
अभावात्
अभावात्येव
भावरूपस्य
भावरूपस्य
प्रत्यवायस्य उत्पत्तिः
प्रत्यवायस्य
उत्पत्तिः
उत्पत्तिः
कल्पयितुं शक्या युक्ता च
कल्पयितुं शक्या युक्ता च
तो अकरणे प्रत्यवाय पापं प्रत्यवाय समासः it is possible. अकरणे प्रत्यवायः इति the view of Vritikara. If view of Vritikara, it is Bhashyakara going to dismiss that. See, this Nitya Karma will not produce punya. Doing that karma will not produce any punya, but it will create papam if you don't do. When doing itself, there is no punya. The not doing will get papam. That is what is pratyavaya is. So, as though accepting this contention, Bhashyakara, he dismissed that also not correct because not applicable for the sannyasi and brahmachari, etc. Now the Bhashyakara, it dismisses the very concept of this pratyavaya papa. You say the papam is created by non-performance. That we don't accept. Papam created by non-performance of karma. Non-performance means what? Non-performance means absence. It is not there. Non-existent. That which is non-existent, then a non-existent thing produces karma pala. What karma pala? Papa. Where is karma? Karma itself is not. Papam is a karma pala. First of all, there is no karma. But you use the word papa. Papa is karma pala. And karma not there, non-existent. You get papa. How illogical it is that Bhashyakara presents that. From a non-existent thing, an existent thing comes. This is what you say. Bhashyakara says, from a non-existent thing, an existent thing cannot come, cannot be created. Pratyavaya is a papa. It's a bhava rupa padartha. It's a bhava rupa. It has got bhava rupa. It has got existence. An existent thing, pratyavaya, bhava rupa padartha. Pratyavaya being bhava rupa, what is the source? From where it comes? It comes from a non-existence. Because akarane means not doing. Not doing is not performance, that is absence. So, abhavat bhava utpattihi na shakyaha. Simple logical argument. Abhavat, from a non-existent thing, bhava utpattihi. The existence cannot come. The existence of a thing cannot come from a non-existent thing. This person itself is not there, and you are talking about the child of the person. How possible? So, therefore, this idea of pratyavaya is illogical. Nityanam karmanam abhavat eva nityanam karmanam. That is, abhava means absence. Absence of this nitya karma. Absence of this nitya karma. Absence of the performance of the nitya karma, mandatory karma, obligatory duties. Bhava rupasya pratyavayasya utpattihi. Pratyavaya has got bhava rupa. It is an existing thing. Utpattihi, the production, the creation of the pratyavaya, which has got bhava rupa. Kalpayitum na shakya. It is not possible to imagine the production, the creation of pratyavaya from the absence of this nityanam karmanam. From the absence of this nitya karma. That is from the non-performance of this nitya karma. So, therefore, nothing comes from nothing. There must be something. Karya is there means karana must be there. There is no karya. Papam is a karya. It's a product. There is no karya without a karanam. But you are saying this pratyavaya papam, special papam, doesn't need a karanam. That is illogical. Because bhava rupasya pratyavayasya utpattihi, from what? From abhavat. Nitya karmanam abhavat kalpayitum na shakya, not possible. Therefore, the very understanding of the Mimamsaka itself Bhashyakara dismisses. Pratikara also advocates the same thing, therefore dismissing that. And Bhashyakara quotes from the Chandogya Shruti. Chandogya, the famous Vakya is that this Sat, from Asat, this Sat, how can Sat can come? From the non-existence, this Sat, how can this Sat be born? What is Sat? Sat is that which always exists. Sataha, which always exists. Sataha abhavaha na vidyate. Asataha bhavaha na vidyate. So this Asat, from Asat, this Sat, how it can come? That's a famous Vakya is that in Chandogya that Bhashyakara quotes. Katam asataha
Katham asataha
Katham asataha
sajjayeta
सज्जायेत
इति
इति
असतः
असतः
सज्जन्म असंभव श्रुतेः
सज्जन्म असंभवते
Shruti is Chandogya here. So Bhashyakara quotes from Chandogya Upanishad. Sat Jayeta. Sat would be born. The existence would be born from what? Asataha. Katam. Katam asataha. How can asataha is it is Panchami. Asataha, non-existence. From non-existence, how can Sat Jayeta? How can Sat be born? Iti Chandogya Upanishad says. So therefore, Sat Janma Asambhava Shruti. This Vakya is Sat Janma Asambhava Shruti. Impossibility of the creation of existence from non-existence. So an existent thing therefore cannot be born from a non-existent thing. This is a Shruti Pramanam. So this is a Shruti Pramanam because Shruti says, and therefore it has to be understood clearly. For any existence, for anything to exist, it must have a Karanam. So it must come from something. From nothing it cannot produce anything. Yeah, a vriksha is there. For the vriksha, the cause is the seed. Vriksha doesn't come from nothing. If that is so, then sowing a mango seed, you cannot expect a mango vriksha because anything can come. Even you don't have to sow the seed also because anything can come from nothing. From non-existence, the existent vriksha, mango tree or any tree can come. That becomes a problem. Then you don't have to work at all. Without working, you can have your lunch. But is that the reality? No. Our anubhava in the Vyavahara also, it is contradictory to this idea, Akarane Pratyavayaha idea. Therefore, cause must be there for the effect to come. If cause is not there, abhavaha chet, non-existent, then the effect also will not be there. Therefore, the cause for papam is karma. And therefore, from the non-performance of nitya karma, to say that pratyavaya comes is not acceptable. Pratyavaya cannot be born. Therefore, akarane pratyavayaha is not correct what you say. Katam asataha sajjayeta iti. So, therefore, your contention is wrong. Pratyavaya is not created by not doing the karma. Then, further Bhashyakara continues. These two arguments are enough. But Veda, Pramanam, Bhashyakara further says, Bhashyakara gives an hypothetical argument. Yadi Vigita Akaranat
Vihita akaranat
Asambhavyamapi
असम्भव्यामपि
Pratyavayam Bruyat
प्रत्यवायं भूयात्
Vedaha
वेदः
Tada Anartakaraha
तदा अनर्थकरः
Vedaha
वेदः
Apramanam iti yuktam syat
अप्रमाणम् इति युक्तं स्यात्
Vigitasya karana akaranayoho
विहितस्य करण अकरणयोः
kamatra palatvat.
दुःखमात्रफलत्वात्
So Bhashyakara says, if Veda says, Veda doesn't say, if Veda says so, the Veda will become apramanam. What? That is, yadi is, it's a hypothetical. If it is so, but it is not. Yadi pratyavayam. Yadi pratyavayam. Vigita akaranat asambhavyam api. Vigita akaranat, on account of not doing what is vigita, what is prescribed. Vigita akaranat. That which is vigita, that ordained, prescribed by the Shastram, not doing. Pratyavayam asambhavyam. Pratyavaya is impossible. Even though not doing karma, what is enjoined by the Shastra, pratyavayam is impossible, not possible. Bruyat hetaha, if Veda says, then apramanam ityuktam syat. Vigita akaranat asambhavyam api. Vedaha bruyat chet, then apramanam yuktam. So asambhavyam, that is, even if the Veda talks about the impossible thing. What is impossible? Asambhavyam, this pratyavayam, which is asambhavyam, the pratyavaya, which is impossible. And if the Veda talks about the impossibility, what is that impossibility? Vigita akaranat pratyavayam. Not doing the prescribed karma will, that is prescribed or enjoined karma will invite pratyavayam. It is asambhavyam, and that asambhavyam, if Veda bruyat, yadi Vedaha bruyat, if Veda says, talks about that, then Veda will become apramanam. Apramanam iti yuktam syat. It would amount to say that Veda is apramana, not pramana. So you have to understand the Vakya. Vigita akaranat pratyavayam. That pratyavayam asambhavyam api Vedaha bruyat chet. If this impossible thing is talked about by the Veda, then Veda will become anarthakaraha. It becomes invalid, anarthakaraha, and Veda will become apramanam. It is anarthakaraha. Anarthakaraha, it will be the cause for all the anartha. Not artha, it is anartha. Cause for all the problems. Veda will become the cause for problems. But Veda doesn't talk about. It is only an argument. Anarthakaraha. Veda will become anartham karoti. Iti anarthakaraha. Then it becomes the source of problem. If Veda talks about the karma, and if it is not done, will create pratyavaya papam, then the Veda will become anarthakaraha and Veda will become apramana. Because it contradicts with our experience, our anubhava. Therefore, Veda will become aprama. Veda will become aprama. And therefore, Vigitasya karana karana yogo dukkhamatra palatvat. Shikara says, use a hetu that Vigitasya karmanaha, that nitya karma, karana karana yogo. Vigitasya karana karana yogo. Vigitasya karane, Vigitasya akarane. So, you have to connect. Vigitasya karana karana yoga is saptami. Vivachanam. Vigitasya karanam, Vigitasya akaranam. Doing what is enjoined, not doing what is enjoined. What will happen? Dukkhamatra palatvat. So Vigitasya karanam also dukkam, Vigitasya karanam also api dukkam eva, dukkhamatra palatvat. Everything is dukkam. Doing also dukkam. And not doing also brings you pain. Doing is cause dukkha, means karma, being is action, the karma involves prayatna, the effort is required, you have to exert yourself to do karma. So, therefore, that it's dukkham, the pain is there, physical pain is there, even mental fatigue is there, still you have to do karma because it is Veda Vigita karma. So there is no excuse for not doing because of physical tiredness or mental tiredness. You have to do. In spite of your tiredness, you have to do it. There is an exertion. Prayatana is there. Therefore, dukkam is there. Pain is there. Body pain. And the manasa dukkam also. Pain means that tiredness, that fatigue. That prayatana is there. Effort is there. Karma involves effort. Therefore, it is dukkam. So that is why relax. Relax means not doing karma. You want one day off from a week because doing work for all the 6 days, one day relax. You want to be free. At least one day. So you want to be free from tiredness. That's why one day relaxation. Similarly, doing karma brings you dukkha. Not doing karma also brings you dukkha. How it is possible. Therefore, then Veda becomes a cause for dukkha. Dukkha matra palatvat. Dukkam eva dukkam eva dukkha matram. So dukkha matram palam yasya. Dukkha matra palasya bhavaha dukkha matra palatvam. Tasmat dukkha matra palatvat. So therefore Veda will become the source for dukkha matra palatvam. It will have the status of causing the dukkha. So therefore Veda, therefore it is not arthavat, it is anarthavat, and there is no what is pramanam? Arthavat, anadigata, abadita, arthavat, bodha janakatvam pramanam. Now it becomes anarthavat. Therefore Veda will not be a pramanam anymore. It becomes apramanam. If Veda says so, but Veda doesn't say. This is also only imagined and argued. If Veda talks about the impossibility, then Veda will become anarthakaraha. That itself challenges the very definition of pramanam, and Veda ceases to be a pramanam, and it becomes a source of dukkham. Vigita karana, vigita akarana yoho. Dukkham eva bhavati. Dukkha palatva, dukkha matra palatva. The matra is dukkam eva, only dukkam. There is no sukham. Dukkha matra palatvat. Having the status of causing dukkham. What Veda? Therefore, how can it be? Therefore, Veda doesn't create the possibility of creating this pratyavaya papa. If the digita karma is not done, that possibility itself is not there. Since Veda being a pramana, and Veda also says that existence cannot from non-existence. Therefore, Veda being a pramanam, and it has got utility, that being arthavat, jnana janakatvam, bodhakatvam asti. Therefore, Veda doesn't say. If Veda says, Veda becomes a pramanam. Therefore, this is your contention, this is your view, not the view of the Veda. Not the view of the Veda. Therefore, what you say is opposite to what the pramanam reveals. This is what the Bhashyakara says. And Bhashyakara further he says that another point connected to that, we will see that. We will see that in the next class. So we stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद।
गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद जी।
धन्यवाद शांति।
धन्यवाद जी।
धन्यवाद।